Hey friends, so I had a completely different video planned for this week, but I was gonna do another one of those weekly vlog things, but I haven't been filming anything for that, and it's been really overcast, and I film with natural light, so I couldn't do it. So I thought it would be fun to figure out how long it takes me to film, make an embroidery necklace from start to finish. So this is like the very beginning steps. I was just gonna do the embroidery part, but I kind of wanted to have like a little intro of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna talk while I do this part at least to see. I'm also in the middle of like doing all my website stuff, so I'm not as far ahead as I thought I would be. I'm not nervous or anything about it yet, so I still think it's gonna be okay. I'm just trying to, if I could just like, if everything was made to order, then I would be done, but I want to have everything like made, so all I have to do is like do the backing, and yeah, I guess, yeah, just do the backing, that whoever chooses the backing, well, some of the listings you can't choose the backing, but sorry, I can't talk and okay. So they're not going to be all completely made like this, but they will be like ready to ship pretty much. So that's why it's taking me so long, because I want to have at least like maybe 3 to 5 of each design. So, but this is the necklace that I'm gonna do, and this is probably my quickest design. So I'm kind of curious to see how long it takes me to make this design, this necklace. So we will see. So I'm not gonna time lapse it or edit anything. So hopefully everything goes well. I think this was my very first design that I made. I call it the FloralTrio. Not too creative, but it is a trio of flowers. So yeah. And I wasn't gonna have these in the shop, but the listing is really time consuming to get together. So I'm like, if I'm gonna make a listing for this one, since it's already made, then I'm gonna just go ahead and make a couple more so it's worth it. So that's what I'm doing. And it's hard because some of the pictures I don't have anymore for the listings, because I use brand up photos, and normally once I get sent those and they've been on Instagram or used for whatever they're going to be used for, I delete them. So now I have to take new photos and everything, which I haven't really done because of the weather, but we will see. I was gonna do a different design because I have this, I don't know if we made this together or not, but I have this plummy design, I don't think we did, this plum design that I need to make more of, but that one would take a lot longer, I already know. And I kind of just freehand that one, so it's not like planned like this one. It's pretty easy to put things where they need to be. I always get these little knots sometimes. There you go. Maybe I'll add some music, because I started doing that because I always, what is going on? I always forget that you can add music to videos just off of, I just use the music off of YouTube, like what they offer. Have I not even been in focus this whole time. Because then I don't have to worry about copyright or anything like that. And they have a pretty decent selection, I think. Sometimes I always say sometimes and then follow it with always. It can't be always if it's sometimes. But sometimes I make these flowers a little bit too small, so I like to keep one that's already made close by so I can make sure the flowers are the size that they need to be. Yeah, because when I first made this design, the flowers were much smaller, so it didn't have, I don't know, you could, I don't know. I have one somewhere. They're still cute, but I like them when they're bigger. So that was 6 minutes so far. I don't know how much of that was embroidering. I don't think it was too long. And it's the woven wheel stitch, which is like the easiest, fastest flower, I think. Besides like the French knot, but you know, it's like a dainty one. I also thought about, oh, I don't even have my, I'm moving my desks around because I moved my laptop upstairs, and because I have my printer upstairs, not my label printer, but my like printer. So I wanted my laptop to be closer to that and have all like office-y stuff up there. So now I have 2 desks. Ugh, I got one. Side by side. So I'm making one like my embroidery desk, or like where I'm making things, and then this one's my filming desk. So usually you just have to twist these 2 little threads together, and then they're easier to thread through. Sometimes I keep a damp cloth or a paper towel on my desk to use to make the ends of the thread stick together, but I forgot to grab one, and I'll probably need one, but luckily I just like rub the 2 ends together and sometimes they stick. And I have a tutorial on how to do this design. I probably won't link it below because I will forget, but it's kind of a tutorial now. And I didn't write down the color. Did I say this? Usually I write down the colors. I have a notebook right here. This isn't all the designs, but this is some of them. I have the names of the designs and then the colors that I use. I started doing that, I mean this year. I used to put them on post-it notes and put them in the storage container thingy that I use for them, but I wanted to have a notebook for them all. I didn't do that with the monochromatic floral trios, which is what this part, that necklace was a part of, that drop, because I was only going to do one of each one. But now I'm going to do a couple more in each color. I'm missing a little. It's a nice, easy video to film. Those weekly vlogs are kind of tough to remember to film. And I probably need to start using an embroidery hoop at some point again, because I don't think that this is, because my wrist has been hurting for about a year now, this one, so not even the one I embroider with. And I think it might be because of like me holding, I have no idea, so I could be wrong. I'm not even in focus right now. Just the, I don't know, just being in this motion or position for so long. So, because when I take breaks from doing it, like I haven't embroidered in a day or two, and it feels fine. So I guess I'll wait and see what I feel like tomorrow. I'll probably go back and make each of these flowers a little bit bigger. And I just use pencil as a guide, but I oftentimes will go over that with the flowers, like kind of like this almost. But when I'm done making the flowers, I just go back and erase the lines anyway, because I just use just a normal pencil. And the colors are going to be slightly off with this one because since I didn't write down the colors, I don't know what color. Oh, come on. I'm still not going to edit anything. This is how long it takes to focus on close-up shots that I do. I just edited it out. I can't find the color I used for those leaves, but this one's really well, this one's really close. So I think it's a touch, just a hair darker. So I might have just used all of this color. I don't know, but I think it will be fine. Also, I didn't know that my camera was touch screen, which I don't know all the details of what it does, but it just focuses on what I tap. So that's been helpful. And if I plan it right, if I made this a little bit longer, which I usually do the perfect amount, then I would be done with this color because it's 6 little threads make up one strand. And I use 2 at a time. So, oh, I almost just flung that needle in my face. Got one. There you go. And I still have to order my business cards, which I did make this week. Maybe I'll do a weekly vlog next week and I'll just throw that in there. I still have to finish just a smidgen more on that, but I've been waiting for Vistaprint to have a sale because usually they have sales all the time. They just haven't had one. And I don't know how much it is. It's like $20 something for 50 or 100 business cards. I'm not sure. But it's the shipping that gets me, and that's the shipping is like almost $9, which is insane. That's high shipping. High shipping always gets me. I just changed the shipping on my website for these things because I just couldn't do it. Because Etsy I had free shipping, so I think I'm gonna do free shipping on, actually I think I have free shipping for everything. Free domestic shipping. I'll have to double check. I think I was gonna raise my prices from 25 to just to 26 and then do free shipping, but I can't remember what I decided to do. I have so much going on. I have so many notebooks too, because usually I write this stuff down so I don't forget, but I did not. And then Etsy, I'm gonna make everything a little bit more expensive. And then put in the description about my website, and then people can come to my website if they want. What time am I at? 16? Yeah, but like I said, this is my quickest design. Quickest. Now I was gonna do the dainty style, which I will grab one because I wanted to have one for. See, this flower is bigger and I have more thread left. I was in mid-sentence, I know I was. What was I saying? Yeah. I wanted to have a dainty style for this drop because I do like that style. It does, but it does. That's probably the one that takes me the longest, I would say. Maybe I'll do another video doing that. I don't know if I should do start to finish or just stop at the embroidering. I think I'm gonna add. I think I'm gonna add more to make them a little bit bigger. I think I'm gonna do just a smidgen more. I'm not gonna make a second one off camera or on camera. I'm just gonna do this one. And I think I'll just do the embroidery because, ooh, sorry. I feel like I just recently filmed me putting one together in like a vlog or some sort of video. So I'm not gonna do that. But I think it takes, to wrap it, it takes about, I'm gonna say like 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. And then I put it on the backing and I let that sit overnight. So that's pretty much that. Can I get these ends to meet? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a longer video than I thought without editing and stuff. Goodness gracious. It's okay. The last couple videos of mine have been, I've edited them down. I think the last two videos have been videos that have been over an hour long, but I just cut them down because, I don't know, editing's tough. Because I've filmed it, obviously, and so I lived it, and then watching myself, it's like, I kind of get a little bored of it because it's like, oh, I just did that. So I just saw myself do it, and then I end up cutting it a bunch down. But I pretty much think the bigger that you go with the flowers, like in this design, the better. Like you can't go too big, but you can definitely go too small. I think, oh, the one I have is all the way over there. I think that looks better. Do one more. Oops, no, not, because I kind of. And I went to buy more of my blush linen. It's probably one of, out of all my linen, that's probably my second most popular. You guys have probably seen it before, but this one, and I only have this much left of it, which is kind of sad. So probably maybe 20-ish necklaces or so. And then I went to, I can't remember where I bought that from. It's either, and I used to link them below, it's either fabric-store.com or fabric.com, one of those. And one of those was bought by Amazon or something. So if it was that one, I can't get into my account to find out what color it is. And I think it was that one because I figured out my account for the other one. It's been a long time since I bought fabric, and that one wasn't on there. But sometimes I do buy things off, when I buy my supplies and stuff, I do it just as a guest and I don't make an account because I don't know, I didn't make good choices. So there's a couple that look similar to that one, but I don't want to pay like 20 bucks a yard for one that's not right. So we'll see what happens. I might just check out Amazon's since they have a good return policy and see if it was that store. And then I will, if it's not that one, then I'll check out the other one. And then I always line it up to make sure like what direction I want the leaves, because if it was smaller, you can kind of like decide how, I don't know, how round it's gonna be based on your leaves. So if this wasn't as round, do I have an example? No. Because sometimes if I put this one here, then I would need the leaves to go up more just so it looked more, I hope that makes sense. I'm not even saying full sentences. So I'm gonna put one. I have not had my coffee yet, but I feel pretty good. So I'm actually filming this on Friday, the Friday before you guys see this. So that's exciting that it's Friday. Yeah, this is darker, but I feel like my camera stopped filming. So I know that it was at least 20 minutes so far. It's a little bit darker, but I don't think it's, I mean, gosh, this is annoying. I'm holding two things. How are you supposed to? What are you focusing on? Just focus on this. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. That looks way different on camera than in real life. This doesn't look as dark in person. But man, I might have to just make 2 separate listings or something. I don't like changing the colors up and not the listings because it's like, you know. I'll see what it looks like when it's finished, if it's close enough or not. Though in the listings I do say that the colors look different from monitor to monitor because, or screen to screen, because that is true, but if I'm using a completely different color then. this still looks cute. I do like these colors together. Maybe I need to zoom you guys. I kind of like how far away the camera can go, but I don't know. Like, I know that it will be okay, but also for me, I just, I don't know. Where am I at? 3 minutes, so 23-ish minutes so far. I think it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. I wanna go embroidery floss shopping. That sounds a little silly. And because I have that, I moved everything to this other desk, so I have to keep getting up. I want to get all of these colors so I can have them all. Maybe that'll be like a bonus video. Would that be exciting? I don't know. Wrapping a bunch of fabric. I had that in my last vlog, but I don't know how exciting that is. And a whole video of me just wrapping, not fabric, wrapping thread. I don't know. We'll see. That's why I like bonus videos, because it doesn't have to be too, you know. To anything. It could be like a video that nothing really exciting happens, I guess. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll film that. Some of it today. And 2 little French knots. I'm actually a little surprised with how long this is taking. Well, maybe not. So embroidery wise, and I guess I cut fabric too. And I did get all the, can you just focus? Thank you. Looks like there's a little French knot in that one, but there's not. So I'm at 6 minutes, and I think my camera stops at after 20 minutes. So I think about 26-ish minutes to just embroider one of the simple designs. This is the dainty style that I was gonna do for this video, but I don't think I have time to do that because I only have a couple hours before the grandparents drop my son off. And I know this one takes a bit because I look at the back. I have to tie it and all that stuff, so that takes a bit. But then even, yeah, I think that one takes the most. Oh, here's that. When I first did the floral trios, I made them super small, which is still cute. People still buy these. I don't want to say actually because they are cute, but so I just like them with the bigger flowers. But anyway, so now we know. So just for this floral trio, about 25 minutes, I would say. So I should write that down and see if I'm paying myself enough to do these. I'm sure I am. Okay, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching, and I hope that you liked it. It was kind of interesting to figure out how long it takes me, so I'm glad someone asked. If there's another style, or if you like this video, let me know and I can do it with my other designs that I have. But I'm gonna do this one off camera and work on the website and stuff. So I will see you guys all later.